everybody, it's Steve Cook with Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com. Today we are looking at the TC Electronics SpectraDrive. Now, they being TC Electronics, have come up with this cool little bass DI. It's a line driver, it's a bass DI, it's like a Swiss Army knife. I know they're not Swiss, it's just a reference. But it's basically like an all-in-one sort of throw it in your bag and go sort of system. And what makes this unique to TC Electronic, two things. First of all, it has their drive technology and their compression technology, which we'll talk about shortly. But you can also plug in a mini USB and download your favorite artists' presets. So you can grab their drive, you can grab their compression, you can grab their tones, and put them into this pedal. But we'll talk about that shortly. So at the top of this bit, I was on drive, I was on, and so we're gonna go back. We're gonna pull it back now and take you from the very beginning, which is the layout of this pedal, and then we're gonna walk you through some tones. So I'm going to disengage the drive mechanism, and then this is the bypass for the entire thing. So you can see, sorry about the movement there, a little bit of movement. Easy. So right now we have nothing going through. This is just bass. And we shall now engage. And so now we're going to leave that on and walk through these controls. So down here is the EQ section, and I'm just going from the bottom up. We have the bass, we have the low mids, high mids, and treble. Simple enough. We have the gain control. We have your drive, we have the SpectraComp compression, and then your level. All right, that's the front panel. Now let me show you the other two panels of the SpectraDrive. Here's the top panel for the SpectraDrive. These are all 1/4 inch, of course. Here's your in, your through, and your out. These mini toggles, which are super tight and awesome. It's your ground lift, that's your pre and post, and that is your instrument level and line level. Here's your power supply, and there is your USB out, so you can download those tones. So now we're jumping here to the side panel where I haven't even mentioned this. What? Headphone out. That's right, 1/8 inch headphone out, 1/8 inch aux in, which you have here and here, which means what? Which means this is also a practice tool. And then you can use the XLR out, of course, which we prefer to get the cleanest, nicest tone out of the TC Electronics SpectraDrive. So those are the panels on the SpectraDrive. Speaking of panels, we have plugged into the XLR out on this last panel, and that is our signal chain. That's right, Franken bass into the SpectraDrive, into an Apogee Quartet, into Pro Tools. No, the Aguilar is for me. That's just studio reference. So you're getting all pedal right now. All right, let's get on to some tones. So right now we have the pedal engaged, and I'm gonna roll all this off. Why? Well, just to show you what this EQ can really do. That's right. There's your shimmer. Level that off. So right now I've got the gain kind of pegged a little bit so you can hear the drive. What I can do is I'm going to pull that back, more that level out. Now, why is it important to have 4 bands of EQ or 2 or even 1 band of EQ on a bass DI? Well, sometimes it's just not sitting in the mix the way you want. Sometimes your bass needs help. This bass has extremely dead strings on it. Now, that can be helped a little bit by some high, kind of high tweaks, but at the same time, maybe we want that. So that's why we have this here. But as I showed you on the panel, we can also go pre and post, so your front of house guy or your engineer can take care of that as well. So I'm going to doctor this up just a hair and kind of make a sort of a smiley. Have that be our starting point. And we're going to jump into some compression. So right now it is on, well, right now it's off. And let's dial a little bit of that in there. got a nice squash to it, which is really cool in my eyes, especially with the dead strings on there. And let's go ahead and bump that even more. I keep hitting that. That's not the pedal, that's just me. But now you can hear how ridiculously squashed that sound is. We're going to go ahead and dime it. It's just choking it. So now we are going to be hitting that drive. I'm going to doctor this up a little bit, get this level down, and you can hear. Pretty cool. Let's pull that compression back a little bit, let it breathe. And we'll pull that drive up a little bit more. And I love squashing it. And so as you can hear, the compression kind of opens it up, the drive opens it up. And so those are just the sort of out-of-the-box tones. And again, you can jump in with that USB and download from TC's website. And you can grab artist tones, literally thousands. Are there thousands? Probably hundreds. But the combinations are endless. And you can find something that really appeals to you. And then if you don't like it after a while, or you have a different instrument, then you can, hey, plug in, find something else. So track a song, hey, that's cool. Track another song, hey, that's cool. Pretty powerful and pretty flexible. So throw this in your gig bag, in your backpack, almost in your back pocket, and you have your DI, you have some effects, you have your compression, you have your EQ. What more do you need? It's just bass, right? For Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com, this is Steve Cook, and I will see you soon.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.